Welcome to Ancient Stoic Secrets, where modern men come to reclaim their strength in silence. Have you ever sat alone in your car, hands on the steering wheel, staring out into the empty street, wondering, how did we get here? You gave your all, your time, your love, your loyalty. But now, she's cold, distant, or gone. And you're left searching for answers in the echoes of everything you did right. This video isn't about blaming her, it's about reclaiming you. It's about understanding the silent test life throws at a man. Stay with me, because the moment you stop chasing and start standing still, that's when everything changes. 1. You were never chosen, only convenient. She liked you, but did she truly choose you? There's a difference between being with someone out of comfort and being with them out of conviction. You were stable, you listened, you showed up, but maybe deep down, she never felt the fire. And the truth is, many men are used as emotional crutches, not romantic partners. If she needed a therapist, a safety net, or a break from her chaos, you filled that gap. But when the storms calmed, she left. Ask yourself, was I deeply desired or just conveniently there? That's a hard question, but a freeing one, because from this moment forward, you'll demand to be chosen, not tolerated. 2. You were trying to be her hero. She needed a mirror. You kept trying to fix her, solve her problems, be her savior. But she didn't want a solution. She wanted to feel something. When a man plays the rescuer, he slowly kills attraction, because a woman doesn't fall for the man who pleases her fears. She falls for the man who reflects her truth. You were always available, always soft, always accommodating. And in doing so, you disappeared. What she truly needed wasn't a hero, it was contrast. A man who could challenge her chaos without trying to tame it. So stop saving women who don't want to be saved. Stand in your truth and let her rise to meet you. 3. You thought loyalty was enough, but she wanted mystery. But attraction isn't just built on comfort. It's built on curiosity. She stopped wondering what you were thinking, because you gave her everything up front. No edge, no mystery, no polarity. A man who reveals all too soon removes the tension women crave. You became her diary, not her desire. Don't lose your depth in the name of openness. There's power in silence, in having a world she can't fully enter. Be warm, but not predictable. Be safe, but never dull. 4. She didn't pull away because of you, she pulled back into herself. Not every departure is about you. Some women leave because of storms inside themselves, wounds you didn't cause, pain you can't fix. But what do most men do? They blame themselves. They chase harder, and in that chasing, they lose themselves. Sometimes the most powerful move is to stand still. Let her walk. Let her wrestle with her own reflection. You are not responsible for the healing she refuses to do, and you cannot make someone stay who hasn't chosen to. When she pulls back, do not collapse. Hold your frame. That's when your real power begins. 5. She was attracted to your strength, but stayed for your softness. In the beginning, she admired your silence, your self-control, but over time, you let that power soften into compliance. You stopped saying no. You stopped leading. You started walking on eggshells, thinking if you loved her enough, she'd never leave. But attraction isn't about being nice. It's about presence, direction, discipline. She fell for the wolf, not the puppy. So when you became agreeable, she lost respect. A woman will test the edges of your strength. If they bend too easily, she walks. So don't apologize for your boundaries. They are what made her stay in the first place. 6. Your silence wasn't weakness, it was sacred. You withdrew. You stopped texting first, you let her be. And the world told you that meant you were giving up. But real men know, silence is not surrender. It's space. It's reflection, it's strength. Most men panic in the silence, they beg, they explain. But the Stoic man understands, if I must convince her to stay, she never truly wanted me. So you held your tongue, you took the hit, not because you didn't feel it, but because you refused to beg for connection. Let the silence speak. It'll reveal who's meant to return and who never belonged. 7. The more you pulled back, the more she fell apart. You stopped chasing, and suddenly she noticed. Her texts got longer, her energy more frantic, because the one thing she never expected was your peace. You see, a woman can only control the man who fears losing her. But when you pulled back with grace, not anger, not games, she saw your strength. And that shook her. Not because she stopped caring, but because she realized you were no longer under her spell. That's the paradox. When you stop proving your worth, the world starts seeing it. 8. Her exit was your initiation. Pain is a brutal teacher, but it's also honest. When she left, she didn't just break your heart. She introduced you to your becoming. You started training again. You started reading. You started rebuilding, because sometimes the fire that destroys you is the same fire that purifies you. You're not the same man you were when she walked away. And that's the point. You don't just move on, you level up. So don't chase closure, become it, and let her departure be the door that led you home, to yourself. 9. You don't need her back. You need your power back. You kept thinking, if she just comes back, everything will feel right again. But what you really missed wasn't her, it was you. The version of you that felt alive when she smiled. That felt needed, important, chosen. But here's the truth. You don't need her back. You need to become the man who never needed her to feel complete. Power isn't found in getting her again. It's found in realizing you never lost yourself. She didn't take your fire. You just forgot where you put it. Now, light it again. 10. Every man faces the test of emotional detachment. There's a moment every man faces, when she leaves, or stays cold, or stops responding. And in that moment, your instincts scream, fix it, text her, do something. But what you must do is nothing. This is the test. Will you crumble, or will you stand still in the storm? Emotional detachment doesn't mean apathy. It means, I feel everything, and still choose discipline. It's the difference between a boy and a man. She will feel that energy, and if she ever returns, it'll be on your terms, not your knees. 11. Some women love the chase, but not the catch. She was obsessed when she didn't have you, texted nonstop, laughed at everything, but once she had your heart, she vanished. Some women don't want love, they want validation, the thrill of being wanted, and once you gave her what she claimed to need, she realized she didn't want it at all. It's not your fault, but it is your lesson. Next time, don't hand over your heart until it's earned, because a woman who's truly ready won't flinch at real intimacy. She'll stay, not because she needs you, but because she chooses you. 12. The strongest move is often letting go. You thought staying was strength, but sometimes the strongest thing a man can do is let go. Let go of needing her to explain. Let go of needing her to return. Let go of needing to be enough, because the moment you stop chasing what's not aligned, you create space for what is. Not every love is meant to last. Some are meant to awaken. So don't measure your worth by who stayed. Measure it by who you became when they left, and walk forward, not bitter, but better. If you've made it this far, you're not just listening, you're awakening. You're beginning to see that the path of a Stoic man isn't loud, but it is powerful. When you lead with calm, when you detach with dignity, when you stand firm without begging, you don't just survive heartbreak, you transcend it. This channel, Ancient Stoic Secrets, is here to remind you that your worth was never up for negotiation. So if this spoke to your soul, subscribe, stay connected. Because each week, we go deeper into what makes a man truly unshakable. And remember, the strongest move is made in silence. Your silence.